Hello, welcome. If you plan events or you're planning to plan an event, this video is for you. This applies to trade shows, theater events, any kind of gathering where you might want to sell tickets or have limited availability so that there are more people that want to be there than can be there. You want to sell out, and this video is how I've sold out my monthly local mind reading show 7 months in a row. I want to go over everything that I've tried, what worked, what didn't work, and what I'm doing moving forward. So if that sounds like fun to you, then let's dive in. Yes, welcome. My name is Jonathan Pritchard from icanreadminds.com. I first started performing. My first paid gig was when I was 13 years old. It was for a company's summer picnic. I got paid $200 to go do magic tricks for their employees, and that started me on the path of performing as a profession. And most of my work is like that still, where a client will hire me, bring me in, I do my thing. If there are 2 people there, that's cool. If there are 2,000, that's great as well. It doesn't really matter to me how many people are in the audience for my keynote or for my workshops or for my mind reading shows. It doesn't matter. I'm getting paid whatever, and I show up, do my thing, get paid, go home, and we all have a great time. However, where I live in Asheville, North Carolina, in my downtime, people ask, so what do you do? And I go, well, I'm a consultant, I'm a speaker, I'm a mind reader. And they're like, wait, you're a mind reader? I'm like, yeah, I do a 70-minute mind reading show. I've toured the world with it. And then they always go, well, where can I see what you do? And invariably I have to say, well, work at a company that's flying me out to do it. So never. And because of that, I wanted to set up a regular local show so that I could invite people that I meet in my day-to-day life and say, you know what, let me treat you. I want you to be my guest at this show. Well, that's why I wanted to create the Asheville Mind Reading Show. And also, I guess we're just getting right into it. The first thing is do something that people think is cool, right? So find your unique angle of what it is that you're doing and why people would want to come out. So for me, it's fun, it's interactive, and it's unique in that there aren't that many mind readers in the world. And where else are you going to have the chance to have your mind read, to have your choices predicted hours ahead of time, to experience truly incredible things like that? There aren't that many opportunities for it. So it's already unique and limited availability as it is. And I'm taking that further by saying, well, it's only once a month. So I wanted to test the waters and see if I could sell out a monthly show. And I did. So now that I've had 6-7 months of sold out shows, just one a month, this next one I'm experimenting where I'm going to have an early show and then a late show. So I have 2 shows in one night to sell out. So it's kind of twice the capacity that I'm used to. So this will be my first experiment to see if Asheville, the city, has enough demand to fill 2 shows rather than just one show a month. Maybe it's twice a month, and that technically would double my availability. So that kind of jump, I don't know. So I'm looking forward to finding out. Now, the second piece of that equation is know who would want to come see what it is that you do or attend your event. The better you understand your demographic, the easier time you'll have creating stuff that helps them understand, oh, this is something that I would like to see. Now, for me, I did a little bit of research. I already had a hunch, and that hunch has proven true. And my ideal client is an older woman who loves the opera, who loves theater, who buys a ticket for her and her husband, who has no clue what it is that they are doing, but shows up and has a great time anyway. Those are my people. And I double checked that, one, by looking at all of my audiences and going, yes, this is them. And I've gotten reviews saying, I didn't tell my husband at all what we were doing. I bought tickets. He came. He had a great time. I haven't seen him laugh that much in years. That is the perfect review for me. So I'm putting that right up on the website. Third, I decided to do some testing. So I built out a couple different ads on Facebook and Instagram and run them to anybody and everybody, 18 and up, doesn't matter. Here you go, in the Asheville area. And the age, as it goes up, so does the responsiveness to the promo, to the images, to the videos, and that kind of thing. So it is straight up, it's all women, and the older they are, the more they love my ads. So I know who my demographic is. I know who I am selling to. So that's a little bit of kind of knowing what it is that you do and what's unique and who's all about it. And now you know how to talk to them and how to communicate the reviews and show the social proof that, yes, this is something that people enjoy. And now to the point of social proof, that's kind of what it's all about. Everybody wants what everybody wants, and nobody wants what nobody wants. And that's kind of your mantra as a marketer or an event promoter. So you have to find ways to show the world that your event is something that lots of people want to be in. And the way to do this seems a little counterintuitive because it's not as visible as you might think. But stick with me. The basic game plan that I've been running is to have limited tickets. It's a very small venue. I can legit only sell 45 seats. We max out fire code at 49. So 45 guests, me, the person behind the bar, the person checking them in, and my wife or the opening act. That's it. That's everybody that can be in that room. So I'm not kidding, and I'm not making stuff up when I say limited availability already. So what I do is I don't sell tickets all the time. I say tickets will be announced to people on the wait list, and the folks on the wait list are going to have a head start on getting tickets when they are announced. If there are any left over, then we will put them on offer to the public. So if you would like a chance to grab tickets for the next performance and you want to know when that is, then sign up for the wait list. So everything that I'm talking about, every time that I'm promoting the show, anytime I'm talking about the show, I'm always saying the best thing to do, if you're even halfway interested in this, is to join the wait list, and more information will be available to you there. Now, when they are on that wait list, I have a 2-email welcome aboard drip campaign. So it basically says, here's what the show is, and here's what it's about, and here's what we're trying to build in the community and the reasons why I'm doing this, so that they understand that this isn't just a single event and it's gone forever. I'm trying to communicate that this is something I want to be a part of the Asheville community long term, and being a part of the show means you're a part of that project. So folks understand that it's a bigger project than just come see this guy do some stuff. Then the second email is about me and my background and the fact that I grew up here in the area and then have lived all over the country for 20 years and decided, you know what, I'm tired of not living at home. So I moved back to the Asheville area, and this is my way of sharing what I do and having fun the best way I know how with the folks who are my neighbors. So that way they've got an idea that I'm who I am and that I'm looking to do something larger than just sell some tickets to make money from the folks here in the community. So those two emails really do a lot of heavy lifting to communicate all of that to the person who just signed up for the email list. And now, through the email list, I have a direct channel to communicate with everybody on my list. Now, I know that I said it's to make it visible that people want to be in this group or this audience or whatever, but the email is very opaque. You can't see how many other people are getting those emails. So here's kind of how you leverage that. And of course, you put it on Facebook or wherever your ideal people are. This could be on LinkedIn or anywhere. But basically, anywhere that people can communicate or drop comments. And speaking of which, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them below this video. I read every single one of them. That doesn't go to an assistant. I actually love reading the comments. So if you have any questions about your event or anything else, hit me below this video. But anyway, through your email channel, you're going to ask people to engage with your posts, but you're not doing it in a begging kind of way where you go, hey, please go like this post so that the algorithm will do. Don't do any of that. I mean, you can do that here on YouTube. You'd be like, oh, like, share, and subscribe and fool the algorithm. Sure. I've even done that in previous videos. However, you're not going to do that with this system. So basically, instead of begging for those likes or comments, you're curious to find out how they think. So you can communicate. You can make a post on Facebook or LinkedIn, wherever it is, again, and you say, we're planning for our next event, and we're wondering when would work best. Would a 7, 8, or 9 p.m. show work better for you? And how many tickets would you like? So now you've got people weighing in like, oh, I get to tell them what I want and I'll do that. Oh, that's great. A 7 o'clock show would be great for me. And I'm looking to bring 5 friends. And you go, fantastic. Thank you so much. And as people on the email list provide feedback either directly through the email or going to that Facebook post that you're linking and saying, hey, leave a comment because this is how I'm trying to plan things. Now, other people who aren't on your email list but are seeing this post are seeing that there are a lot of people asking for a lot of tickets. And if you do the math, well, it looks like there won't be that many tickets available. So how do I get tickets? They go to your page, then it says get tickets, and then it goes to the box office and it says sign up for the wait list to find out when tickets are released, be the first to know. And they go, great, I got to do this. They sign up for your email list. They get those first 2 emails, and then they're in the club for the first to know when the show's going to be scheduled and all that kind of stuff. So speaking to the 2 shows in one night approach, I did exactly that with my email list where I said, you know what? We've been doing the shows at 8 p.m. and that seems to be kind of smack dab in the middle for dinner time. So I'm considering doing a 7 o'clock show or maybe a later show at 9 p.m. And which of those 2 works better for you? And I was already planning on doing 2 shows in one night. I want to do an earlier show and I want to do a later show. So when I sent that email, I got 20, 30 responses saying 7 o'clock. I want the early show. That'd be great. So I have no worries about selling out the 7 o'clock show. Who knows who's going to show up at the 9 o'clock show? But the bigger lesson is that if you get good at the email marketing side of things and writing emails that feel like I am writing to you and you are writing to your attendee, then you're way more likely to get responses to those emails. So if you're using over-designed email templates and you want to make it look as good as possible and professionally done, don't be surprised when you don't get many responses. But if you use a text only or a very simple HTML email that allows you to link to things, but it's straight up text like you would write an email to one of your friends, then that's going to be one of the single most effective tools in selling out your show. Is the whole plan is to promote the show, point people to the box office that is not open yet, join the wait list, and now you've got a direct line to them. And you can communicate that, hey, we've sold out 6, 7 months already. It usually sells out in a couple of hours, if not a day or so, but just from email list members. So if you want to get tickets, then for the past 4 months, we haven't even had any to offer the public. You are telling everybody that everybody wants this so that everybody wants it. So it's not so much, you don't want to sell out just because it feels good and you want to claim, oh, it's sold out. It's straight up just a marketing approach to let people know that this is worth your time and attention if you're this exact right demographic, which you figure out pretty quickly who that is. So that's the whole game plan. There are some frustrations with this because the normal approach that people have is tickets are on sale all the time. Please buy them. We've got plenty to spare and you need to buy one. And in that case, people go, I'll wait until the day of if I remember to buy it. And then you, the event organizer, are spending the whole month wondering, should we even do this show? Is anybody going to show up? And then it's the night before and you've sold maybe one ticket and you're sitting there going, I don't know if we should do this. Maybe we just call it off and refund it and maybe I'll get a return on my venue rental. I don't know. So that's the nightmare that most people are facing. So when you don't do it that way, people who are used to buying tickets that way will be supremely confused. And when you put it right there on the website, the box office is closed. We have not released tickets for the next show. Sign up for the email list to find out everything. People will sign up for the email list just to email you and go, hey, did I miss tickets yet? And then you will say, no, we have not released tickets yet. You've not missed them. They weren't on sale yet. You'll be the first to know. So you're going to have to tell them the exact same thing again, because most people aren't used to this kind of ultra exclusive, wait to be told all the details kind of approach. So you're doing something completely different, and therefore it does kind of get frustrating with people who don't believe that what you told them is true, which is true. You haven't released the tickets yet. All that kind of stuff. So be ready to handle all those questions. And that's why it's ultra important to have an FAQ page. And also in your first email, say, here's what the show is about. Here's what we're trying to build. And all of your questions are answered on this page, and then direct them to your FAQ page on your website. And that's a good metric, a good barometer for did they read the email? Did they open it? And the click-through rate on that first email is about as high as it's ever going to get for your email list to begin with. So why not put those essential details in the one that gets the most engagement? So that's the play. That's the play. Always be promoting the show. Always be promoting the event. Always tell people about it and what it is and why they might be interested in it, and continually mention it to every single person that you meet, and constantly be promoting it and posting about it on social and doing all of that stuff. But you aren't begging people to buy tickets. You're saving up all that energy and building anticipation and expectation, and then launching it on a single day through your email list saying, hey, I'm going to be releasing tickets soon, so keep an eye out for that next email. And I've had people tell me after the show, with love, they just go, you know what? I hate emails, and it drove me crazy because I kept thinking, was this the one where you're going to release the tickets? So it drove me up the wall, but I'm so glad that I was able to get tickets because this was the coolest thing ever. And hearing that feedback live from people that bought tickets, I was just like, yes, that's why. That's okay. That's great. That it's all working. It's all working. It's fantastic. So that's it. Those are all the details I wanted to share with you. And if you have any other questions about how to promote events and sell out tickets and that kind of thing, or you still have a question in your head that I didn't address, again, put it in the comments, and that way I can make a video answering that specific question, or hit me up with any other topics that you'd like to hear me talk about. In the meantime, I would strongly suggest that you check out this other video that I made a couple steps earlier about how I set up the website and sell tickets and all the tech side of setting things up, so that when it came time to market the show, all the pieces were in place. And subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this, and about productivity and entrepreneurship and mindset and all that kind of fun stuff. I love making videos for you to enjoy. In the meantime, while you're checking all that out, remember, if you can change your mind, you can change your life.